it out, man. This Alchemist. It's the God right here.
Don't pee right here, you know what I'm saying? And don't be scared to get shitty, man. You know what I'm saying? UGTV is going down.
What's good, y'all? This is Music Soul Channel right now. You are checking out Urban Grind TV.
What up, man? This is Ludacris, and right now you are watching UGTV.
What's happening? It's the Teflon Don Ricky Rouse. And right now you rocking with Urban Grind TV. It's going down. Flock Bell install 10 5 10 minutes UGTV. Don't go nowhere.
Yo, what's up? It's Eric Sermon, the Green Light Bandit in Chi-Town. UGTV, you know how I do all day. Represent that. You know what time it is.
Joel Santana, and right now you checking out Urban Grind TV. Dipset for life, Skull Gang forever, Slow Bugs, keep up. Ooh.
What's up, it's the Patty Cake Man, and you are watching UGTV right here.
It's Big Snoop Dogg, Urban Grind TV, you understand me?
Urban Grind TV, Face Mob in the building. I'll let your motherfucking boy.
Killer Cam, King Joffrey, Joe, Spacey Sparkers, and right now you watching Urban Grind TV. You know what it is. Good set, you win.
Yo, check it out, y'all. It's the dead. It's Raekwon the Chef, and you doing it big right now on Urban Grind TV.
What's good, man? It's the God. You know what it is. You watching UGTV.
Yo, what's up? It's DA to the Z, Urban Grind. You know what I mean? Television, keeping y'all updated. Get on the log in, email us, holler back. It's DA to the Z right here, Chicago, baby.
Yo, what's the word, UGTV family? Y'all already know who it is. It's Thought Boy Zello, a.k.a. SMG Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, and I'm here with a very special guest, man, Cloak the Scribe. How you doing today, my brother?
Man, what's going on, bro?
Man, most definitely. What brings you to UGTV today, man?
Hey, man, I'm just here, promoting. I got a lot going on. Right now, we just dropped that in-studio joint that's driving everybody crazy. Everybody familiar with the Tiny Desk, so I had to do my own. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Right way. So we going to slow it down for them for a little minute, bro. So tell them where you started from.
Man, I started right here in Chicago, 2017, dropped my first album, Dreams of a Giant. After that, it's just been project after project after project. A Little Music While You Wait is out now. Vent Sessions is the most recent joint I dropped. That's out now right now as well.
Most definitely. So when did you start doing music?
Man, age 10, like being inspired by Pac, Biggie.
Big names.
Man, Common, Twister, anybody who was out at that time around the 90s era, 95, 96. Completely just fueled that fire. It just fueled that fire. So I was just like, I bet I'm in. So started writing poetry, rap, everything. So I'm just like, bet I'm in. Age 10.
What fuels your creativity?
Honestly, man, life. Like, I can't speak from something I haven't experienced. So with that being the situation, I always speak from life, keep it real, make it relatable, and do my thing.
Most definitely, man. So the people out there that don't understand that, man, how hard is it to just keep that work ethic and that same drive in your day-to-day life?
Stressful. Let's be very clear. You can be as positive as you want to be, but there's going to be stress. It's going to be just struggle. But if it's what you do, if this is like you take this thing serious day in, day out, music is you, then you're going to do it, man. You're going to make it happen.
Most definitely. You got any projects that you want them to know about that's like out right now, or just like being
on the way?
Yeah,
it's on the way.
Regardless.
No Sleep Till Success is on its way. We are 70% in. Definitely working on the last couple joints, and it's rocking. We got my cousin RJ Oliver, who's with us today. He's on that boy. We got Sinatra's. We got let's see who else is on that joint. L Streets, Curtis King. A bunch of other names that's on that joint.
So
man.
You got a project on the way.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Quick 10 songs joint.
So tell these people, man, where they can find you.
Man, you can find me at facebook.com/Cloak the Scribe, Instagram, Cloak the Scribe, everything Cloak the Scribe, everything.
Man, y'all already know what it is. Y'all heard it here first. Cloak the Scribe, Thought Boy Zello, UGTV, Wednesday. We back. What's up? Gang.
Yeah. Yo, what's good? It's your man Cloak the Scribe, and I'm rocking with Urban Grind TV. Y'all know what it is. Yeah.
Yo, what's the word, UGTV family? Y'all already know who it is. It's Thought Boy Zello, a.k.a. SMG Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, and I'm here with a very beautiful special guest, Denishe. How's you doing today?
I'm doing good. How
about you? So what personally brought you to UGTV today?
Honestly, one of the hosts actually invited me. She's one of them. She's one of my model friends, so she just asked me to come through, and I had to support.
Oh yeah, y'all already know who she talking about. Puerto Rican creative. Shout out the girl. So, man, modeling. Where did you start?
So I first started modeling, honestly, when I was in Georgia, but it wasn't professional. It was my birthday. My friend had a camera, and I wanted her to take some pictures of me, and I really liked how the pictures turned out. So I started to pursue it. Plus, I wanted to build my confidence.
Build your confidence. And talking about building your confidence, how did the modeling help you with your confidence? How did that break you out of your shell?
That's a really good question. I'll say one of the things that helped me was seeing myself in a different light. I feel like when there's lights on you, there's a creative director. When there's a photographer that knows what they're doing, you're able to see yourself in a position that you never really seen yourself before. So being able to step into those characters, as some would say, while modeling, and being able to move your body and walking and doing different poses, expressing yourself in a new way, I think that really helps me build my confidence.
Learning the traditions of a model, was it hard, or did you get it right off the bat?
I mostly just do it for fun. I feel like since I did ROTC, we always walked in a straight line. We always kind of had good posture. So that kind of helped with the fundamentals, but I think it was doing those crazy intricate poses where I was like, oh, this is new. I don't know if I want to put my arm like this, but I mean, it takes training. Was I natural? Probably not. Probably not. And it takes training.
That's being honest, because it does take work to do a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
So with the digital marketing though, how did that go into your modeling?
So I've been doing digital marketing for a while. I'll say the first time I've done digital marketing was when I was in high school. I owned a wrestling fan page. I really loved WWE, and I actually wanted to be a wrestler.
Crazy, me too.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler is basically Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio,
yeah.
Okay. Mine was Shawn Michaels.
What was that? Oh yeah, you gotta go.
Oh, I know. I know the history and everything. So I started a wrestling fan page, and that created I think the most I got was 30K, and that started it in high school. And fast forward, now I'm just marketing for different brands. But how does that kind of seep into my modeling promoting yourself and knowing the type of light that you want to be seen in? And the better you know how to market yourself, I feel the better people would know what to do with you. I feel I kind of have a clean cut image. I like this look. So it's easy for people to place me in certain things because I know the image that I go for.
Most definitely. And standing on the image that you go for, have you ever had to shy something down or turn away from something?
I mean, yeah, I have. I'll say, I can blame the fact that my mom's African, so there's a lot of her she was kind of strict, but a part of me is kind of her mindset seeped into how I present myself and how I hold myself
the right way.
So certain things I just won't do.
Facts, the right way. That's very key. Certain things you shouldn't do, and it's very hard to keep that. But moving on, what makes your digital marketing different from other people's?
Well, I'll say what I focus on. I focus a lot on mental health and just promoting that. I feel when it came to me as a person and even me wanting to do modeling came from my self-image, but it also came from improving my mental health. I have a lot of post about how to deal with anxiety and how to if you're having a flashback, how to get out of those instances, so my viewers can have something to look back on besides a pretty face. I feel the pretty face kind of gets me in the door, but it's this that keeps me in the spaces. So that's one thing that sets me apart.
Most definitely. So, can you tell the people where they can find you if they want to work with you, if they want to get any advice from you? Do you even link with other people or let?
Yeah,
most definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, shoot. So we down to earth over here. So most definitely.
I can come off really uppity. I feel like when people see me, they think I'm real stuck up and uppity, and I get it. I get it, but I'm really chill.
Most definitely. So tell these supporters, because they definitely support, where they can find you and how they can get into.
So is it this camera or this one? It doesn't.
It don't matter.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, Denishe Mberi, DENISHEMBERI, and my email is in my bio if you are interested in working with me.
So y'all already know what it is, UGTV family. Y'all hit it first. Denishe, Thought Boy Zello, Wednesday. We back.
Hi, my name is Denishe Mberi, and you're watching Urban Grind TV.
Yo, what's the word? It's SMG Zello, aka Thought Boy Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below, and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.
All right, let's get through these puss-ass jokes and get out of here, all right?
See, a creative's job is to be fearless and to express their truth through their art form. We are not responsible for your damn feelings. It's okay for people to not agree with someone's artistry, and it's okay to be offended. At the end of the day, none of that shit's going to kill you. I promise.
Chicago needs some Avengers. We need incredible help. Damn, I feel like I'm at the Apollo. This is crazy.
Perdóname, porque he pecado. Fue por culpa de otro amor que te engañé y te dejé. He pecado. Perdóname, porque he pecado. Necesito tu perdón. Sin ti no hay nada en mi corazón. Perdóname por mujeriego y mentiroso. Mira lo que he llegado yo. Ah, mira. Y ahora estoy buscando y rogando por perdón. ¡Ay, Dios mío! ¿Qué?
Are you an artist, model, or entertainer? Do you need help with bookings, castings, or even engagement on your platforms? Hit up Urban Grind TV today and let them get you right.
What's going on? It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music Is My Business from Urban Grind TV. I'm here to announce my brand new book is out. It's available everywhere books are sold. It's titled Music Is My Business, the ultimate startup guide to the music business. You can check it out at musicbusinessebook.com, Amazon Books, Barnes & Nobles, and everywhere that books are sold. And it will help you turn your love for music into a sustainable career. Check us out, musicbusinessebook.com.
Urban Grind Radio family, tuning in Wednesday night. You already know what it is. Puerto Rican Creative, you create, I design, and I have the pleasure of being your host today with my co-host.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Thought Boy Zello, aka SMG Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, bro.
And we're here with a special guest today. You know, pretty girl Bree. No introduction needed. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Hey guys, I'm Bree. You can find me on Instagram at prettygirl_Bree_.
You already know what it is. And how are you today, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course.
We turned you. We always turned to him.
Always. It's always a pleasure, man. And I'm so blessed to have you today. So what is it that you do for the audience that don't know?
So I model, I'm an actress, I'm an aspiring makeup artist, and I'm also a business owner. I currently have 2 businesses, Bree's Boutique and the Pajama Factory, where I sell clothes, shoes,
I'm gonna have to tune in with my PJs, cause you know what?
That's
I'm
a lot of
needing a
hats.
matching set.
That's a
Okay,
lot of
what
hats.
materials are we talking? Are we talking like silk? Are we talking like cotton? Are we talking like polyester?
We have silk, cotton, polyester, whatever you want.
All of
we
it,
got
all of it.
We
And
got
then you
it for
customize designs too, right?
So I don't customize designs.
Okay.
I do purchase from a vendor. I'm a boutique, so I'll have like a third party thing going
Okay.
on. But I definitely have the different styles and things for you, different material and things. I have my website as well, so I'm gonna give that to you so you can check out the different styles.
After this, you already know. You already know. Okay, no, for sure. And then what do you do as far as modeling?
So as far as modeling, I've currently been modeling for 2 years now. I'm
Okay.
currently doing runway and print. I'm currently working on my portfolio because eventually I want to take it like serious and full time, and I want to start submitting myself to agencies. So currently right now, that's kind of like what I'm doing, just building my portfolio up and things like that, connecting and networking and going out to different one-way shows and just getting my practice and everything.
Okay. And how long have you been like pursuing modeling, and how long have you also been doing your boutique?
So I have Bree's Boutique and the Pajama Factory for about 3 years now. Business is
Wild.
pretty good. I'm grateful for the.
And you said
different
you're how old?
orders. I'm 23 years
Oh,
old.
okay. So
And she
when it
got
was
that
20,
many
when she
heads.
was
Y'all
20,
gotta
okay.
clap it up for this young
Yes,
female,
let's
right?
give her a
This
little
young
silent
black
smash right now, just in
female.
case
That is a
somebody-
different trait to have right here. This is like a role model to have for real.
Thank you. Business is pretty good. I love the different customers and the different people that I get to meet. I love like when they're excited about their orders and things like that. And as far as like modeling, I've been modeling for about 2 years now, and I just want to grow and just meet different people and do different things, so I just can expand myself.
Okay, and like, what's the wildest design you've had come out your boutique? You would say like the most memorable design, not the wildest. Let me say that.
So the most memorable designs that I feel like I would have come out of my boutique was, for example, I recently, shout out to Sunflower Cabana, but I was recently in the Passion in Paradise fashion show where I got a chance to showcase some of my designs from my boutique. And I had like different like summer themed designs and stuff like that. So I felt like that was like pretty cool to showcase because I felt like it showed like different versatilities as far as pieces and, you know, people and their styles and things like that. So I felt like that was really cool to like showcase and let me express myself by doing so.
Fire.
What age did you like notice you had an eye for like fashion?
So I would actually say around 15, I decided that I had like an eye for fashion. Shout out to my mom because she originally got me into like modeling.
Always shout out the OG.
I swear it's always the OG, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Model Esteem as well because it all started with her. Like I joined her boot camps and her classes and things, and it all led into like a fashion show at the end of like the 3 months that we had with her, and it was just so cool to like the designing and the makeup and the runway, just like the whole aspect of it. I decided, I was like, yes, this is something I could see myself doing for a long time. Like this is something that I know I like to do. So it was like set in stone for me after that.
Okay, and how long have you been doing the modeling?
So for about 2 years now. I actually was doing it around when I was 14 in high school, but I took a break because I kind of wanted to like focus on my studies in high school and things like that. But when I graduated, I was like, okay, let me go full throttle now. So I'll say about 2 years, and it's been really fun so far.
And like, what are the most memorable moments in like your modeling career so far in the last 2 years?
So far, memorable moments for me would be one, I participated in New York Fashion Week before. That was cool for me because for one, that was my first time like on a plane ever. I was terrified, but
love
that alone, like because I knew that I had a fashion show, it encouraged me to get on that plane and go and follow my dreams and stuff. I was also recently featured in a magazine. Shout out to Black Blues Magazine. They featured me as well. And just like the photo shoots and the runway shoots, the shows that I do, I feel like everything I do is really memorable. It's fun. Just everything.
Most definitely for the children, like
Yes.
for the kids that want to hold as many hats as you. Tell them what that's like. Tell them like that it, like how hard it is to hold that many hats? Like,
So I would say for people that want to do like different types of things, for the kids that want to do like many different things, I would say stay focused, make a plan, keep yourself organized, figure out what you want to do, when do you want to do it, how do you want to do it, properly plan and execute. My favorite thing is the 5 P's. I love that. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, so make sure you always have that in mind when you do anything. And just don't stay encouraged, don't stay discouraged. Just always keep your head in the game. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help if you need help with anything. And don't ever be afraid to make connections. If you see someone else doing something that you know you want to do, don't be afraid to reach out. It's never, you can elevate yourself beyond yourself, you know, connect with other people. Like that, and because that's how we grow as a community and beyond ourselves, you know, just with one another, you know.
Most definitely.
And honestly, like, no, definitely felt that on that. In the modeling industry, what are like some hardships that you've come across that you've like kept that mindset in, that you've like overcame, and you were like, okay, this is the outcome that it came to because I kept my head in the game, instead of like, you know, being discouraged or like encouraged by the situation? Like, what was like a situation that it was like you could have went left or right, but because you kept your head in the game the way you wanted to, it like panned out in a better aspect?
Yes, definitely. So, for example, especially with like modeling, so for example, we can just say going to different model castings. It's hundreds of different models that goes out to these different castings, and you never know what the designer may pick based on their liking or whatever the situation may be. Sometimes you may not get the role. It may not be necessarily something specific to you. Maybe it's something that the designer is looking for at the moment in terms of like height, size, or whatever it is. But doing something like this, you have to have tough skin. They always say that you're going to get a million no's before you get that one yes. So I just feel like you just have to have that tough skin and know within yourself that you can do it, stay determined, and practice. When I first started, I walked like I had 2 left feet, but shout out to Rory Fuss Productions. They helped me a lot with runway classes. Shout out to Angelique, shout out to Ivy. There's a lot of different people that help me with my runway walk and just things like that. That's something that you have to do with this, to stay persistent, because especially there's so many different people that does this as well. You know, if you just basically got to get out there, put yourself out there, just do the work.
Okay, and besides like modeling in your boutique, what else like do you do like on your spare time? Like, what is it that like life of a model or life of an entrepreneur takes? Because everybody has their own take on it, right?
Yes.
So like, what does like your everyday look like in order to go ahead and continue on with your business and like continue on with the aspects of your dream and like the direction that you want to head in?
So different things with me and like the different aspects. It's kind of like hectic. Like some days, I would probably focus more on like, okay, what am I doing for this particular camera factory today? Are we shipping out items? Are we picking up items? Are we deciding like what we're going to get in terms of like meeting up with new arrivals? In terms of like, or maybe I want to switch off because I like to do makeup, and I would like to be a makeup artist. So sometimes I might switch off from my brand and I might gravitate towards that and like, okay, well, let me look on YouTube and let me look at videos on like how to do my makeup, or let me find one person or two and let me see if they want to be my makeup model or things like that. So it goes back to what I was saying about organize yourself and pace yourself. Like, you just have to plan your days out and everything that you're going to do. So I feel like that goes hand in hand as well. And sometimes with like the modeling, even with like that, sometimes I might have a print day where I'll just do strictly photo shoots. We're not thinking about runway.
Right.
Or like some days it'll be like runway. We're not thinking about print. So it's just like pace yourself and just different things like that. And it'll get easier as you go by, as you like learn it.
And categorizing it, right?
Yes.
So it's all about like organization, which we previously talked about on our previous episodes. You know, it's about the organization, the mindset that you have. Waking up every day with like intention, you know, like having a set goal for that day, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I think it goes across the boards with all platforms, right? Like,
Yeah.
even as an artist, like as a music artist, I feel like you can attest to that too,
Yeah,
right?
that most definitely play a big part. It's like, it's taking the steps first and understanding what you got to do and putting it in place, and then after that, you know the factors in of losing and winning, so you know what could be happening and what possible like problems that could be in the way. But just keep it steady forward because you have a preparation for it.
Right, right. You have a plan for it. Well, you have it written down. What does that say? Like, if you have it at least written down, it's like 50% more likely to happen or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because you like plan that out, you organize it, you have like some type of like mindset behind it to make it happen at least enough with intention to write it down at least, so.
For sure.
For sure. Like, what would you say to like the people that are aspiring to be in this industry the most in terms of like entrepreneurship, owning their own business, having their own LLC and stuff like that, and having their own domain name and stuff like that? Like, what is like your biggest like takeaway from having your own?
I would definitely say like any advice that I can give so far with everything that I'm doing is stay consistent. Have tough skin while doing this because some days, like some days you might not get a sale, or maybe some days sales will be slow, but that shouldn't discourage you to say, hey, maybe I don't want to do this anymore, or maybe this is not for me. You always have to stay consistent and find a creative way to probably bring your business back to light and things, because as entrepreneurs, we always have to come up with new ideas of like, okay, how are we going to promote our stuff? How are we going to sell our stuff? How are we going to put our stuff out there to the public where it'll gravitate towards them to make them want to purchase and buy and things like that. So it's just always different things that you always just got to be on top of. And once again, plan, organize, know what you want to do, know what you don't want to do, so you have a good idea of what you're getting into.
Most definitely.
And know like the differences, like what type of businesses you want to do or what type of businesses you don't want to do. Just in terms of like, when you start entrepreneurship, it'll definitely help you like with money wise. It'll help you like, how can I explain this? It helps me financially wise because it helps me like save money, or like if I made a lot of money, I can say, okay.
Plan for it. You already see it out. You write it out. You're like, oh, I've already like, okay. So you budget.
Yes, definitely. It's like, it kind of helps you. It's like a plus. On top of you making money, it kind of helps you with like your everyday situations and stuff like that. And it helps you like save money, spend money. You know what you need to do. You know what you don't need to do. Different things like that. So I'll definitely say stay consistent, have a plan, and don't get discouraged. Just keep going no matter what happens. And just always have an idea of what you want to do to always bring your business back to light again. Because some days you will have those days where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do, or maybe I'm not doing this right or something like that, but you definitely can't have that type of mindset, especially in this type of business. You always just gotta put your best foot forward and stay consistent.
Man, and like, look at everybody says that like entrepreneurs and stuff like that people that are about their business, they don't have time for themselves, right? How important is it for you to have time to yourselves and for you to categorize yourself as like, as a CEO?
That's big too, because I always feel like I'm working too much onto like, I always feel like I'm not working enough. That's what it is.
Okay.
I'm always.
But you're your own worst critic. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like when you always feel like you're not working enough, you're not giving yourself time.
Right.
To be about yourself or giving yourself that. So how do you do that? Like.
So like for me, I kind of like. Once again, it's so crazy because how my mind works, I literally schedule and organize everything. So it's kind of like some days I'll take some days to myself where I'm like, okay, this is my days to reset or take time to myself. The stuff that I have to do, I'll probably do it on this day instead. Like just make a plan to organize myself better, because I feel like it's definitely important to have like days to yourself and days to reset, because being an entrepreneur, you're dealing with a lot of different personalities and different things like that, and then you're probably overthinking about like your brand and everything like that. So some days you need to have days to like reset. So I feel like that's very important. So even it's like if you, for example, if you have a full work week, at least take maybe 3 of those days to just take a second and just say, hey, what am I doing? What can I do to make this better? Just assess everything.
Do yoga, do meditation, do some.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what y'all into. Do it. Take your mind off of it. Go for a run. Go fishing. I don't know. But take a step back is what she's saying. Because it's always good to like reprocess. Those days to yourself are always good for like reprocessing, you know?
Definitely.
I definitely feel that. I feel like in the industry, we have to do that a lot.
Especially with everything going on with the different people and how everything is so competitive and everything. You don't want to overexert yourself. So
right.
it's best.
Most definitely, because I feel like most of the time it's more repetitive than just talent. It starts to get like, that's why me as an artist, like it's always blessed to explain from yourself. But me as an artist, I like to take little breaks because it opened different windows for my like different thinking and stuff like that. Because I might have learned something new, or I might have like seen something a different way. So I know it definitely helps you with your your design choice and picks and wisens on how you like want to do things. I definitely know that really helps.
Absolutely. So I know, and with that, I want to go ahead and say I appreciate all the advice that you've given me, because I want to be an entrepreneur. You know, like I'm trying to have my own business get up and running. It's in the works. I ain't finna say too much, but it's in the works, and you know, it's just something that like I want. That's why I asked so many like in-depth questions today, you guys.
She on the way.
I was taking notes mentally. I can't take notes physically, but I'm taking notes mentally, and so I appreciate all the advice that you gave us today. I appreciate you giving us your story today and giving us a little bit of the aspect on the industry and what you've had to go through and what you've taken away from it. Y'all already know what it is. It's Puerto Rican Creative. You create, I design. Here with my co-host,
Stop Boy Zello, aka SMG Zello, the Talk a Lot Artist Gang.
And here with our beautiful guest and entrepreneur.
You guys can find me on Instagram at prettygirl_Bree_. My name is Bree. See you guys next time.
And that's it. Urban Grind Radio family, we out.
Hi, my name is Bree, and you're listening to Urban Grind Radio.
Yo, what's the word? It's SMG Zello, aka Thought Boy Zello, the Talk a Lot artist, man. In the beginning, it was hard for me to get exclusives and to get promo for my music. But guess what? UGTV has that, man. Call the number below, and they will help you out, man. It was the best thing I did for myself.
All right, let's get through these puss-ass jokes and get out of here, all right?
See, a creator's job is to be fearless and to express their truth through their art form. We are not responsible for your damn feelings. It's okay for people to not agree with someone's artistry, and it's okay to be offended. At the end of the day, none of that shit's going to kill you. I
Chicago needs some interest. We need to get something happen. Damn, I feel like I'm at the Apollo. This is crazy.
Are you an artist, model, or entertainer? Do you need help with bookings, castings, or even engagement on your platforms? Hit up UrbanGrindTV today and let them get you right.
What's going on? It's your boy Wally, aka Mr. Music is My Business from UrbanGrindTV. I'm here to announce my brand new book is out. It's available everywhere books are sold. It's titled Music is My Business, the ultimate startup guide to the music business. You can check it out at musicbusinessebook.com, Amazon Books, Barnes & Nobles, and everywhere that books are sold. And it will help you turn your love for music into a sustainable career. Check us out, musicbusinessebook.com.
You already know what it is, Urban Grind Radio family. We're back for another Wednesday night interview, and I have the pleasure of being your host today. Puerto Rican Creative, you create, I design. You already know what it is, and I'm here with my co-host, man.
What's poppin', UGTV? It's your boy J.L. Lyrics, back in the building once again, man, and we have a special guest tonight, man.
Man, we have a beautiful guest tonight. We have a beautiful guest. Oh my goodness, and her name is Ivy. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. You already know what it is.
Hi, my name is Ivy. You can find me on Instagram at ivy.xo10.
Poppin', let's go.
And what is it that you do for the new people tuning in? What's up?
I model or something like that.
Or something like that. What's
Okay.
something like that?
So I've been modeling for like a year and like 6 months. Pretty new to the game, but
Baby, all right.
I am a baby. And then I also do photography, and right now I'm a full-time student. So,
Oh, what are you studying? I
I'm
love
studying marketing.
Okay.
Business, yeah.
Be careful with her. Be careful with her. She
I'm
finna
out.
know everything about y'all.
Oh
All your
my
tactics,
Know
all
how to
your
get your
lingo,
information.
everything. Y'all cannot fool her. What?
Get me with the scams.
Okay, right. Miss her with that. What? She did the little hair flick and everything. She's not playing about y'all. Okay. No, but do you do modeling whenever you're out of school? You do school full time, I'm assuming, right?
So yeah, I was going to university for the first 2 years, and then I started doing online school. So now I'm doing it while I'm modeling. So
Love it.
I work full time. So right now I'm a barista, and then
nice.
I also do nails full time.
No, y'all can't know where she works.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not telling
No.
anyone. Don't
No,
show
I already know
up.
y'all had that thought. To just get it out of there. Get it out of there.
Crazy at work, like no glam.
No, that
nothing.
don't
I'm
matter.
like,
That don't
who
matter
are
to
you?
them.
Yeah.
That don't matter to them.
Yeah, but I do that full time, and then I model like after. So that's like a little part-time thing.
Okay.
I feel like people know me as just doing modeling, but like I also do a bunch of stuff, and this is just like a little thing on the side.
That's what's up.
So what's this bunch of stuff that you do besides like your school, modeling, barista? What else do you do?
Well, I just hang out, chill. Besides that,
That's her bunch of stuff,
Yeah,
guys. You know what? That takes a lot of energy. I'm
It
gonna let
does
you know
take
that
a
right
lot
now
of energy.
because she has to get up out of bed. She has to do her hair, maybe her makeup.
Oh my
you know,
god, that takes a lot. Like,
bro, they don't understand.
Yeah,
No, they
you're
don't.
saying how you're doing makeup like full time, like that's literally a chore in itself. Like an hour, like to just do makeup, it's crazy.
An hour.
Exactly. No, literally. Like it's crazy planning out the time to do your hair and makeup. It's like literally a sport in itself.
I've managed to do it. Okay, I've managed to get it down to under 2 hours.
Oh my god, look at you. And your makeup looks beautiful. In under
You feel
2
me?
hours.
Yeah, no. For under 2 hours, it looks great, guys. I don't know if y'all know this, but under 2 hours is amazing.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
literally.
y'all are looking at it like 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Exactly. Especially guys, like they don't
Look
understand.
at him.
Yeah,
You
he's
feel
like
me?
2
He's like
hours.
2 hours.
I'm just soaking in all the information. I'm
You
like,
know what?
2
No,
hours.
because it takes. Look at what does it take y'all men? It takes y'all men 30 minutes, but y'all gotta go in the shower. Then y'all gotta put on cologne. Then y'all gotta slap yourself like this. Then put on your clothes, you know, and then you're good.
I don't want to drop no gems, but it ain't 30 minutes. I tell you that much. You know, it's gonna probably be about 15.
15. I thought he was gonna say 25. Maybe give y'all some leeway with it. No,
It
not
takes
at
me,
all.
like 25 minutes to figure out an outfit.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Oh yeah,
what am I
yeah.
gonna wear?
You know what? That's why I get myself props today. I dressed myself today. You know, it looks
period.
nice. I did my own hairstyle today. I picked it out. I picked my own makeup style out today. I was like, I asked nobody for advice.
As you should.
Grown.
My mind is blown.
Have
These
to
numbers
consult
is
like
killing me
five-
right now.
As a model, you like consult like 5 different people. You always second guess yourself, right? So what's it like being a model in the industry? What if you come across that are like kind of like maybe kind of stay away from for new beginners and stuff like that? What are like the red flags that you stay away from?
Oh my gosh, there are so many red flags. Like I hate to be like a negative Nancy, but a lot of photographers you have to watch out with. Like it's scary. Yeah, like you know as a photographer,
I do,
like
I do.
you're really respectful and everything. So
Thank you.
You'll never get that. But like
yeah,
some
I was his model as well, guys. I can attest to that. Like definitely, he's cool.
Shout out to me.
He has a great space as well too. Shout out to JR, you know. Shout out to Fox Photos, you know.
Blessings.
It's all about your reputation, I would say. Like
Facts.
what you hear from other models, because like as you know, as like a model too, like you probably reach out to some photographers being like, are you reliable? Like how are they as a person? How are their work and everything? So it's all about your reputation and also like how they act around you. If you're positive, they're also positive, but sometimes like they can also put up a front in the beginning and then you can see later on the line like they're not like too great, they're a little creepy. Yeah,
Stop the cap.
Right. Or just how they respond to certain
I
things.
can attest to this.
Yeah, right. Like especially how they respond to certain things, like oh, like
certain things they do during
yeah,
your photo shoot.
Exactly. If you
No,
get the
but
vibe.
let's talk about like how those photographers are the more likely ones to pay you for your time.
Exactly. No.
So
many
those are
situations.
definitely like things that you're gonna have to either put up with or like be strong about, or either just like stay away from in the industry, right? Like it's just like one of those three options.
Exactly. I think it's about boundaries for sure. Like what you like give out the intentions. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, and if they try to push those boundaries and like be like, oh, maybe we can do more, or like let's see less clothes or something like that. You're like, what? Like, okay, you're a little weird. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
There's a lot of creeps out there
Yeah.
for sure.
How do you feel like as a photographer with that type of stuff? Like, how do you make people feel more comfortable?
So for me as a photographer, also let's be clear, I'm also a musician too. So check me out, jlyrics.com at jlyrics. But anyway, stand about that. But on the photography side, I mean, so when I got in the game about 2 years ago, right, I was hearing a lot of crazy stories, right, from a lot of different artists and people, and they were just being like, yo, this guy did this and he wanted to do that and he felt like this. I'm like, you know what? When I get in this game, I don't want to be that person. So like my main objective is like, you know what? I want to be respectable, set those boundaries as you said, and make sure that we get the great content. Because like I've shot with a lot of models, right? And I've seen models like coming in, they be all shy and stuff and be like, how's it going? And I feel like my job is to be like, hey, this is a safe place. You can be yourself. Let's get the shots. Let's work. And when I do that, you get the great content. You get the best content ever. And I think for anybody that's out there that's doing photography, whatever, that should be your main key. It should not be out there trying to be a perv or anything like that. But it's about the art. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with human beings.
If you have other motives behind that, there are sites for that.
There are sites for that.
There are certain other ways for you to do that. Don't compromise our comfortability for it. Because I've also heard a lot of model stories about, or people that are not even models anymore. Let me say, stories they dropped out. Just dropped out completely, boom. Like they had a great running in it. They had so much potential. They still have so much potential they can give if they get back into it, But they dropped out because of their comfortability. Their boundaries were crossed on multiple occasions, and I feel like, how do you go about navigating those situations?
Oh my god, like I totally relate to you with that, because there are so many times where I felt like, should I stop? Like, you know what I mean? Just because of other people, especially the people I work with. It's all about connections. I love meeting the new people and like being like, oh, you are such a good person, and I would love to continue working with you. But there are those people that is just like, they kind of like put you down to the point where it's like, is it even worth going forward? So I understand that completely, but to navigate through that, I feel like you just have to keep in mind that you're bigger than that, and it's like, we'll continuously meet better people.
Right. You'll continuously meet bigger people, make more connections in the industry. It's just not that one person,
and
Also
yourself too.
Like,
I'm bigger than this. I don't need to deal with this. I'm gonna move along and like just worry about myself. Because at the end of the day, it's just you, your reputation, how you present yourself. You can't control other people.
And then how is it like as a model in Chicago? To get your perspective on that. Because everybody's always had like my perspective and maybe like a few other models' perspective on here. But like, what is it for you as a model?
I feel like Chicago is tough. Like hearing from other models from other states, like
listen in right here, please.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
They have it like not like so easy. Like modeling isn't like easy at all. But it's like here it's so tough because everyone kind of looks at you in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like they look at you like expecting least from you because you're from Chicago.
Okay.
You're like, you don't have experience, and like LA models, New York models, they have more chance of like being bigger and everything. We have to work like extra hard.
They ask you where you're from immediately.
Yeah.
Really?
Immediately. That automatically puts you in a category within itself. I don't know if anybody knows this, but like then as a perspective as a model, you're constantly under a microscope and you're constantly under a different lens every single time. Sometimes they tell you you're not fit enough. Sometimes they tell you you're not slim enough. Sometimes they tell you you need to gain more weight. Or this is my favorite line that I've heard from other models. we might have to try a new outfit.
Oh my gosh.
So what does that mean exactly? Because I've never used that. Like I've never.
It's a different aspect of like that doesn't suit your features. And as a model, if we bring that outfit to you, or if we like you know, our job as a model is to present it to you, right?
Yeah.
So like, have you ever been faced with those situations at all?
Oh my god, I've had so many times where people would like comment certain things about how I look and like not like what I'm wearing exactly, because like I feel like a lot of photographers don't even choose what you wear. Like they're just like, show up, this is a concept, be there, be ready. I'm like, okay, so you're giving me all like this info. No, you're not even giving me anything.
You're the blank canvas.
Yeah.
You have to be the blank canvas
I'm
every
the one
single
that's
time.
like doing everything, and then it's not like you're doing everything, but it's like I have to decide. And if they don't like it, it makes you feel some type of way. It's like, am I not good enough? And it's certain times where they like comment on like body stuff where it's like, oh, she looks a little different today, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Different
I'm like,
today.
I told you like, what? Like, excuse me.
Like,
No,
sorry?
no. And then on the flip side, though, there are a lot of great aspects to modeling, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the experiences that you have, the balls that you go to, or even the parties that you attend and stuff like that. Like, what's that like for you, you know, on the flip side, you know?
Oh,
Like,
I love those. I feel like it's not even about the place, it's about the people, for sure.
Facts.
I
Right.
love the community.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, as, like, we're kind of talking about, like, a little bit of negative stuff, but, like, the positive side, like, everyone's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, especially models, like, a lot of them are so sweet. Like,
welcoming. We
Yeah,
all have an
so
RBF
welcoming.
face. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Most of us do have that
It's a
RBF
model
face. Just get past it. Just get past it. Just
So
come
wait,
up and say
what's
hi.
that? RBF? What is that?
It's a resting bitch face.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
Yeah.
So even the men in the modeling industry, they have like this like.
You're like, it's a chiseled look. Like,
Yeah,
like,
very
you know?
chiseled, but like they're just used to it, you know. Like it's just like
Yeah.
some would deem unapproachable, you know,
Exactly.
right? Have you ever had that happen to you too?
Yeah, same. I'm like, and then you talk to them, and then they're like the nicest person ever. You're like, oh my god, I love you.
Hey, you're my bestie. Can we go out for like sushi after or something like that?
And
You know?
all of them are like that. Like a lot of the girls are like, I
No,
want to
yeah.
make more friends in the model industry. I'm like, no, I swear, because like you think that they're all mean and like catty, but they're not. Like we're all in the same boat.
We're the most humble people, low key.
Exactly.
Most of us, especially in Chicago, because we're in there constant. Like I said before, we're in there constant lens and microscope.
Yeah,
that plays a
that's
lot of the role in
exactly.
our character in a lot of ways that we look at ourselves too. So we're not out here like a lot of people have that like stigma about models, especially like us and in particular. Where we do like multiple things. If we're a model and we have a business, or we're modeling and doing other things on the side, or acting, or whatever the case may be, or we're a musician, even then, right? You get that stigma that you think that like you're the shit, or like you know, like you have like this thing about you that you think like you're boastful about yourself. You're just
Ego.
confident.
Yeah,
it's
ego kick in.
pride. Yeah, like they mistake
And it's
that.
intimidating sometimes, you know, like people don't know how to handle it. But like if you know who you are and you present it like that, and like you also find people that vibe with you, you're good. honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like, what are certain things in the industry that you've like maneuvered throughout your time? What did you say, like a year and some change? You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like I've worked with you previously in the past year as well. How was that like navigating your first year throughout the industry?
Oh my god, I feel like the first year was tough. Like it was crazy because like people kind of like. I'm a baby, I would say, in this industry, but like people literally look at you like a baby. Like they're like,
they hear your experience. You're like,
yeah. I would like, I'm like 7 months into it. I feel like that was like when I was like really putting myself out there. A lot of people are like, you've only been doing this for 7 months. Like I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, but I'm like, I kind of know what I'm doing though. It's just like you just need to practice. I mean, it's hard, especially putting your name out there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
and that's why you're in marketing, right?
Yeah,
Like to market yourself,
exactly.
learn how to
You just have
maneuver
to-
it.
Yeah, you have to prove yourself. Like you're like, I am this way, and you have to sell yourself. Like it's all about selling yourself, especially in this industry.
Exactly.
Because you are like for the photos, for everything. Like you're like, yeah,
Everything, every pose, every finger, every bruise, every scrape, every like twitch of the eye, every one blink over the other. Like I've had photos where like they were like the perfect shot, perfect pose,
Yeah,
and
my
I was
eyes.
like this.
No, girl, me too.
Mid
Eyes
blink,
closed.
I'm just like,
My lash is like crooked.
Scrap it all. Can you Photoshop that? No, we gotta scrap it.
Yeah,
we gotta
exactly.
scrap it. No, yeah. So, what is like also? Have you ever been booked for music videos?
I've done like one music video. I feel like I try to stay away from it because I'm in a relationship, so I don't want to. Yeah, so I don't want to like put myself out there in a way where it's like I'm all over like because most of the music videos are like that, you know, like
they require certain aspects. That's why like I don't really do music videos. I find myself getting lucky with the music videos that I do because I go ahead and I say, hey, I'm not wearing this. This is what I'm like down to go ahead and do, and they're like, okay. A lot of them. I feel like are your situation.
I'm gonna
Tell us
ask
a little bit about that
I'm
though.
gonna
Hold
ask
on to
that,
that.
yeah.
But like I wanna ask you a little bit. Like, what are your situations in that?
I feel like that's a good point that you brought up because you have to watch out for that. Because if you bring up like, oh, like I am not okay with this, and then they try to push it, it's like okay.
Red flag.
Literally, but like if they're okay with it, you're like okay, like you're good to work with, and it always goes good. But like with me, it's so hard because like sometimes I'm like, hey, I can't wear this because recently, like you know, I started off doing like lingerie shoots, like
That's hard to get out of.
Yeah, since May, I literally was like, I told everyone I'm not doing that anymore.
Facts.
And I'm like, if we do that, you're paying me extra.
No, but they persist.
Yeah,
and this
they
is the
try to push
persistent
it.
ones that are kind of like also, like you said, the red flag about it. But those are also, like I said before, the ones more likely to pay you what you're asking for. So then it kind of compromises like, all right, do I make money or do I talk to my significant other? Does your relationship play a lot in the industry?
I feel like it's not like him telling me what to do, but I feel like it's me also being like, I respect him enough to that point where I'm like, I would not do that.
I'm the same way.
It's like self-respect at the same time too.
Yeah.
It's like guys like look at that, you know, and then it's like, do I want guys lusting over me when I'm already in a relationship? You know what I mean? Like I don't really need that. You know what I mean?
What a person does before the relationship does not determine who they will be in the relationship. Let's not go ahead and like put that. Let's put that in there real quick.
I mean, it's crazy because like I'm a musician,
Right.
So like for me to not like boast that and show that is like a huge thing because set sales, right?
Okay.
Especially in this industry, you
In
know what I'm
America.
saying? So in America,
Sadly.
exactly.
Right.
Sadly,
Isn't
it
that so
does. It does. You know what I'm saying? So like to hear that you guys are in relationships and you know what I'm saying, still doing your thing. I mean, I can imagine it being just complicated. So like, I'm curious, like, how do you balance that, right? Like, how do you balance a relationship and modeling at the same time?
We're in a relationship too, right? Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
It's
like I'm
it's definitely-
because I know me. Like I'll be like, nah, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I have to promote that.
No, but I'm
know?
fortunate to, have that
Understanding.
that understanding that it's that, because they also have a job in the industry that causes them to do, other things, and I have to be comfortable with that as well. So there's that mutual understanding and there's that mutual like boundary and respect, especially in that.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely have to build that trust.
Okay.
Like, make them feel comfortable. Like, even before this, I'm like updating my boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be doing this, I'll send you pictures.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, good. Like, it's definitely about communication at the end of the day. Cause there's
And it's crazy
hard.
because like I've done shoots before with models and they have they run their significant other to the shoot. And true story, like I had a client and she brought her significant other to the shoot. And I mean, it was cool, right? We got the job done. But, the flip side of the story is that 2 weeks later, he broke up with her. Yeah.
After the shoot?
After the shoot.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Like, after the shoot, he was like, yeah, I can't do this. So, in my mind, I was like,
Is it me?
was it right? Was it me? Or was it that he didn't know what you were really doing? So, it's like, to hear you guys, like, have relationships and be like, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Like I said, with the balance, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just curious, like, would you ever like have your significant other like come to a shoot?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah?
Okay, so for me personally, like it's hard, especially being a model, like in a relationship, like you're always working with either a male photographer or like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Especially just male.
Male-dominated industry. Let me just say that right there. Yeah.
So it's hard to be like, oh, you're always around these guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I invited him to an event. I feel like he had a blast.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean?
That is awesome.
I show him my work. I'm like, look, and I'm like, I'm so proud of it, and he gets excited too. There's some things where he's like, you know, like.
Yeah.
What is this? But like, I'm like, okay, like if he feels uncomfortable about it, I'm like, okay, I'll just delete it.
I love
it's
that.
not like
I love
anything serious,
Yeah.
you know.
So communication is key, guys. All right.
Communication and respect.
It's not a burden. It's not a burden. It's not nagging.
That's
It's
right.
not a
Communication.
complaining issue. It's letting you know. But yeah, okay. So for sure, and you know what? I love that. I love all of that. You know what? Honestly, I feel like that was like very like what people needed to hear on aspects. You feel me?
Facts.
Especially like on a different side and the different aspect of the industry that we might not even be able to talk about most of the time, that we really don't get to talk about. And I appreciate you taking the time to go ahead and be here today and like tell us a little bit about like your experience in the model industry, as well as like your personal perspective on it and like what that takes on you too, because I know that helps a lot of other people as well. But you already know what it is for us next time on Urban Grind Radio. You already know it's Puerto Rican.creative. You create, I design, and I'm here with my co-host.
You already know what it is. It's your boy JR Lyrics. And if you don't know the spelling of that, it's JRLYRIQUES. I'm out there on all social media platforms. Oh yeah, I do music and I do photography as well. And so if you want to get your photos done, if you're an inspiring model, and you know what, if you want to be on this platform, UGTV, DM us, man.
Let us know.
Hit me up, hit up Puerto Rican.creative. I am at Fox Shop Photos, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're gonna get you sitchy.
Okay, and we're here today with our beautiful model, our beautiful entrepreneur, our beautiful guest herself, Ivy. Where can they find you on all platforms? Share your go-ahead and your handles one more time for
Follow
us.
me at ivy.xo10 everywhere. So nice talking to you.
Thank you for coming on the show tonight. I appreciate you and your perspective. And I appreciate you guys as the viewers for tuning in with us. All right. You already know what it is. Stay tuned for next week. We're out.
My name's Ivy. You can follow me at ivy.xo10. You're listening to Urban Grind Radio.